was on the GB boat for the Clipper 2015-16 race, and I did the Atlantic crossing, the opening leg from London to Rio, which was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. During that time on the boat, I realised that there were some things I could pass on to other people to help them strengthen their bodies for such a difficult task ahead. So here's a collection of exercises that I think will be beneficial to you.
Elastic bands are one of my favourite tools to use to warm up the shoulders and the upper body. With the front stretch, wrap the elastic around your hands one time, hold your hands out in front of your chest about 12 inches apart, and then stretch the elastic using straight arms, pushing your chest forward and pinching your shoulder blades together. This is an excellent exercise to warm up your shoulders and your upper back. The up and over is an excellent stretch for the shoulder muscles. Wrap the elastic around your hands one time, let your arms hang by your sides, and then lift the elastic up over your head until you can feel a stretch in the shoulder muscles, and it goes all the way down to your backside and then back over again. So it's a full shoulder exercise. The double wrap may not seem like it's doing a great deal, but it's working a very important muscle in the back of your shoulder which stabilizes the shoulder girdle. Double wrap the elastic around your hands to make the space between your hands a bit shorter, about 6 inches apart. And then keeping your hands wide open, you're going to keep your elbows pinned into your sides. That's the most important part of this exercise, and slowly move your hands apart until you can feel resistance from the elastic and a taxation on the muscles in the back of your shoulder. A few key points when performing the 360. Keep your arms as straight as possible, and as you lift one arm up, you'll feel the elastic start to pull tight, and that will bring the other arm up with it. The pivot point on this is at the back of the neck, so as soon as the elastic goes behind your head and you can feel it on the nape of your neck, that's when you start to move your other arm. You can either do this continuously in one direction, or you can alternate and go in one way and then the other. With the seated twist, make sure you're sitting comfortably with your heels on the floor in front of you, legs slightly bent. Hold the kettlebell in front of your chest and keep your elbows tight into your sides, and as you twist from one side to the other, it should be your whole upper body that moves and not just the kettlebell. With the advanced version of the seated twist, you need to make sure that you're seated comfortably again, but this time, instead of your heels being on the floor in front of you, you can lift them up slightly, about 6 inches off the floor. This will put more of the emphasis of the exercise onto your core and your midsection and will make it slightly more challenging. The sit-up push is a more advanced version of a regular sit-up. You're adding weight to this, so it's going to challenge the muscles slightly more. Lay on your back and put your feet up straight above you and hold the kettlebell above your chest. And then using your core strength and your abdominal muscles, push the kettlebell slowly towards your toes and then lower it back down. With the knee slide sit-up, lay flat on your back and bend your legs at a 90-degree angle. Place your hands on your quadriceps, and then as you sit up, slowly slide your fingertips up so they reach over the tops of your knees towards your shins and then back down again. The hand position on this one will stop any jerking motion in the sit-up and make sure it's controlled throughout. When performing the crunch, lay flat on your back and bend your legs at 90 degrees. Lift your feet off the floor and make sure your quadriceps are horizontal to the floor. Put your hands by the sides of your head, keep your elbows nice and tight, and then lift up, crunching your abdominal muscles and pushing your elbows towards your knees. The plank is a great core stability exercise, really good for building stability throughout your whole body, but you have to be strict with yourself. Balance on your forearms, and I like to put my hands together in this position, almost like a praying position. The body's stiff as a plank, straight from your heels all the way to your shoulders. And you hold this position and tighten your core as much as possible and hold it for up to 60 seconds. It can be quite a challenge. Once you become comfortable with the plank, there are a couple of different adaptations that you can use to make it more challenging. The first one is the arm raise. So from a plank position, shift your weight over onto one arm and then reach forward with one hand. The most important thing is to keep your core as strong as possible, because that's what we're working, the stability of your body. The leg raise is the next adaptation of the plank to make it slightly more challenging. From the plank position, keeping your core very tight, shift your weight over onto one side and lift one leg up, nice and straight behind you, about 2 to 3 feet off the floor, lowering it down and then lifting the other one up.